you know, and being comfortable, like, oh, well, this is the way I am anyway. And unless there's, like, a threat of something, I don't know. To me, I think that being confident in yourself means being confident in, especially with something like your body and trusting my body. I trust my body no matter what anyone else thinks of it, forever and ever and ever, the end.
Which portion do you disagree with? I mean, we're social creatures. Certainly we're social creatures, and if something you perceive as a possible threat to being accepted, if you see something as possibly causing some form of alienation, do you disagree that can cause anxiety? I would tend to think that that's directly observable, that it could at least cause anxiety.
I would say that it's not in complete trust then, and actually I would say that in that situation, if people are not okay with my body, then I'm okay with not having them in my life, and they don't have to think that, for example, my body, they don't have to agree with it, but I can see the anxiety of having people react to you in a certain way, especially if there is a physical harm. But as far as and that, I think that's more an emotional security in how you interact with people more than your body. I just disagree. I'm not really sure I understand the point. Oh, he got left.
One thing I was going to bring back with the point for James really quick was, I guess another thing to take into consideration was, you know, many verses in the Bible talk about the robes, you know, that people wore and the clothing that people wore. So I guess the next step would then state is that then something that government put into place, or something that God instructed, like, per se, over Moses to do?
That's what I'm getting, Calamity James, is according to God's law, God made us naked, which is wrong and a sin, to be exactly how He made us naked.
Oof, wow.
Well, we are dealing with Christianity.
I cut out for a second there.
Christianity, which embodies the idea of original sin, so I think it would fit perfectly with that. Nonetheless, I disagree with it a lot.
My question is, do you agree that something that could possibly be perceived as causing one to not fit in, how that could cause anxiety? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I guess the person
I'm just saying that, yeah, most people are, you know, and, you know, you have many people even go in and out of being perfectly fine and comfortable and being comfortable with who they're around and what the situation is.
Yeah?
But, you know, we're not perfect, and we don't have to have
perfect
confidence in every aspect all the time. You know, and it could be that when you're around certain people, you're not in complete confidence of your body, and then when you're alone again, or in a different group of people, you're in amazing confidence with your body. Does that make sense? It's not.
What do you mean confidence with your body?
How we relate to ourselves. Like being okay with the way I look. Like if I am anxious about how someone thinks I look, you know, I'm going in for a job interview, and maybe I know something that's messed up, not just like, oh, do I look okay, but like, oh, you know, this shirt doesn't really fit right, or my hair is not laying flat, then in that moment, I'm not in total confidence of how I'm looking and appearing, and I realize that it's important to be a certain way in this group. But maybe then I'm with my boyfriend and my best friend, or I'm by myself, and it doesn't matter. I'm totally confident in my body because it's a safer environment. So we fluctuate.
But even if you are okay with your body at any given time, if you are okay with what you see, you can also at the same time understand that that other people might take issue with that, or at least might perceive that as negative. So you can simultaneously be confident you yourself, as in your own perception, and also realize that other people can at the same time perceive that as something that could cause negative effects for you in terms of your desire to fit in. So in that sense, you can, at the same time, you can be confident in your own body. You can also experience anxiety towards how other people might respond to their perception of you.
See, I think you cannot be confident and anxious about your body at the same time. I think that's a contradictory term. I can be confident in my body and know that some people might not like it, but in that state of mind, it's a not caring about fitting in emotionally in that social group right then. I'm either in a state of confidence and I'm confident, or I'm anxious. You cannot simultaneously be confident and anxious.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it really works. I think that you can fluctuate back and forth. I'm about to go to the state. Oh.
Who the fuck is doing that?
I think we're talking about different things then.
Okay, I'm ignoring him. See, you can
Who the hell is this?
I'm ready to go. People like me, I'm a few pounds overweight. I've got a really good speech. I look really good. My hair is combed. You can fluctuate back and forth really fast, but I don't think you can be in total confidence and anxiety at the same time.
You're not being in total confidence and anxiety about your body directly. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. You can be in total confidence of your body and be anxious about how you'll be received. But
that's a different thing. You're anxious about people's perception of you. You can be confident about your body as it literally is, and yet at the same time be anxious as to people's perception of you and how they will respond. In essence, what you're being anxious about is being alienated. You can be confident in your body, at the same time be anxious that you may be alienated, because those are separate things. One is your body, one is how you fit in with your peers. And as social creatures, that's a concern of us.
What I was thinking you were saying was confident in my body and anxious about being judged for my body. But yeah, you can be confident in how your body is and be anxious about other things, about being accepted.
Well, it is about your body, though. I mean, the possible alienation comes from people's perception of your body. You yourself can perceive it in a way in which you are confident, but you can at the same time be confident in your own perception of your body, realize that certain things may cause other people to perceive it in a different way, and you can be worried that their perception then may lead to some form of alienation, which, I mean, again, that's a concern of social creatures like us.
Okay, we're just going to have to agree to disagree, because I'm not changing my mind and you're not changing yours, so we can get back to the original topic, or we can talk about something else, or other people can talk. I'm just going to be quiet for a while.
Well, maybe I can explain it further. If an individual is confident about their body in that they're okay with it, they identify all the parts, all the pieces of their body, and they're okay with that. They're confident in that themselves. Okay, but they look to one piece. Let's say they can look at how other people respond in other people, right? How other people respond to individuals that have that given attribute, that trait, let's say.